Hey Boat Club members, your interim boatyard co-manager here. I'm excited to give you a project update briefing on the resurfacing of the boatyard. We're less than 36 hours from move back in. I'm going to get a briefing on video from the contractor, from Ron, and let him explain to you what's occurred until now and why we're asking for another 24 hours to let this cure. So I'm excited to show you what it looks like when the gates open. On day 3 here that we're restriping. My primary role until now has been just to make damn sure that there is a spot for every boat that came out of there. And to be honest, this wasn't the easiest task because there's variance in each of the slips, or many of the slips. Most of the sizes were consistent, but the angles at which they're laid down varied. So in the end, the decision was made, we're putting everything back exactly where it was before. So if we've done it right, you have a spot, your exact spot, waiting for you when you get there. So let's open up the gate and go have a peek. Go ahead, okay. You can walk on it. Briefly, the parking spots. So you'll notice a difference here in the first corner that you come in. First of all, this whole parking area created a pinch point on that side where the boats were. So the parking stripes have been moved closer to the building and been centered. So we're 30 feet on one side, 30 feet on the other. Now, the number of parking spots is the same. If you look at satellite pictures, we had 21 spots from one side to the next on really busy days, from one end to the other, but we were outside of the marked areas when we would do that. Now we have 18 on this side. This is shorter because in this area where I'm standing is a pinch point for 3 boat locations here. So the end result is we have more marked parking spots by 1 or 2, not a lot, but everything's lined up straight now instead of an angle. This is done so we can get more in the same amount of space.
We will be completed today. Surprises were the conditions of the lot itself.
Yeah.
Was now once we got to see it without the boats on it and how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then how much of the asphalt was no longer there and how much of it was there. So the project went exactly how I wanted it to go.
Yeah.
It came out exactly how I wanted to give it to you guys.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it took a little bit more material in order to complete the project to make it correct for me to be able to say, here you guys go.
Okay.
I didn't want to go through with the 1 inch like we talked about due to the fact that the asphalt underneath was so badly deteriorated. You already only had 1 inch to begin with, which is why it was failing so bad.
Okay.
Why it was moving so much, and why you had so much ponding out here. So I went ahead and added more in areas that I knew that you guys were gonna need it, was gonna facilitate what you guys need to get done.
Right.
The weight of your boats, the vehicles, the traffic that you have in here, I increased the thickness. The asphalt rolled so much in here. So I created it to be as smooth as possible for you, and give you the thicker areas where we needed it.
Awesome.
So I increased the size of the square footage.
Okay.
I added your boat ramp, your boat wash area, and then some extra areas for you guys.
What is the total square footage?
The total square footage of paving was 55,000 and change.